When we talk about one of the famous events during the War of Independence, many people will think of the famous Bandung Lautan Api. This event, which took place on 24 March 1946, saw residents of Bandung burn down the city to prevent Dutch colonial forces from using it. This event is symbolizing Indonesian resistance during the National Revolution. However, a similar event also occurred in another place. Hi, I am Alvin Ardiansyah, and welcome to the historical recount of Bumi Hangus Kota Bojonegoro, the fire resistance in Indonesia's struggle for independence. This is the story of how the strategic scorched earth policy in Bojonegoro and its surrounding marked a pivotal moment in Indonesia's struggle for independence during the Second Dutch military aggression. Following Japan's surrender to the Allies on 15 August 1945, a power vacuum ensued in Indonesia. The fight for independence intensified, and by 1948, the Second Dutch military aggression had begun. For 4 tumultuous years, from 1945 to 1949, Bojonegoro became a critical battleground in the Indonesian National Revolution. On 19 December 1948, a significant Dutch military operation unfolded. A stand ship comprising 7 small vessels and 3 large ones landed at Glondon Beach in Tuban. This invasion was meticulously planned and marked the beginning of a broader campaign to regain control over key territories in Indonesia. The landing at Glondon Beach was not merely a tactical maneuver, but a crucial step in a larger strategy aimed at destabilizing the local resistance and asserting Dutch dominance. Following their arrival at Glondon Beach, the Dutch forces quickly mobilized to advance towards the strategically vital areas. Their primary objective was the oil-rich region of Cepu, a territory whose abundant resources were deemed essential for sustaining the Dutch military and economic efforts. Securing Cepu would not only provide the Dutch with critical oil supplies, but also deal a significant blow to the Indonesian resistance by depriving them of vital resources. In addition to Cepu, the Dutch troops targeted the nearby Kabupaten Bojonegoro. This region was of substantial strategic value due to its geographical location and resources. The capture of Bojonegoro was intended to facilitate further military operation and ensure a secure supply line for the advancing Dutch forces. The Dutch invasion of this region underscored their determination to reassert control over Indonesia and stifle the growing momentum of the Indonesian independence movement. The event at Glondon Beach and a subsequent advance into Cepu and Bojonegoro highlighted the intensity and complexity of the conflict. The Dutch operation demonstrated their resolve to use military force to achieve their objective, while the Indonesian resistance faced the daunting task of defending their territories against a well-equipped and determined adversary. The news of the Dutch landing at Glondon Beach quickly spread, causing widespread alarm in Bojonegoro. The local military command responded promptly, issuing emergency notice to schools across the region. Students were urged to join the rank of Students' Army as called Tentara Pelajar, as the main Indonesian military forces were engaged elsewhere. This urgent call to arm highlighted the dire need for additional defender to protect their homeland against the imminent Dutch threat. Young students, driven by sense of patriotism and duty, left their classroom and joined the makeshift ranks, ready to defend their territory at all costs. Despite their youth and inexperience, their student resolve was unshakable. With the main Indonesian forces spread thin, this young defender became the front line against the advancing Dutch. Their bravery and willingness to sacrifice for the nation's freedom would soon be tasted in harshest way. Recognizing the strategic importance of Bojonegoro, the Indonesian forces enacted a scorched earth policy to deny the Dutch at any advantage. Federal structures, including government offices, residential buildings, and factories, were systematically destroyed to hinder the advancing Dutch troops. Central to this strategy were the critical bridges that connected the area, whose destruction was vital to slowing the enemy's progress. The scorched earth policy was a desperate yet necessary measure, reflecting the harsh realities of war with sacrificing infrastructure was deemed essential to protect the broader cause of independence. The destruction left a trail of devastation, but it also served as a powerful message to resistance and determination. The Kalikata Bridge, located to the north of Bojonegoro, emerged as a critical focal point in the Scorched Earth campaign. The Students' Army Engineering Unit, as called Tentara Geni Pelajar, was assigned the crucial task of demolishing the bridge. Despite their initial hesitation, driven by its bridge significance to their community, they successfully carried out the demolition on 23rd December 1948 at 2 a.m. The strategic act significantly delayed the Dutch forces, forcing them to reroute and buy time for the Indonesian defender. The destruction of the bridge not only symbolized the resilience and ingenuity of the young defender, but also served as a tactical victory in the larger struggle for independence. The destruction of Kalikata Bridge compelled the Dutch troops to seek an alternative route, creating temporary setback. They embarked on a circuitous path through Merak, Montong, Singgahan, and Parengan, eventually targeting Bojonegoro. This enforced detour bought precious time for Indonesian forces to strengthen their defenses and start guides for the next phase of the confrontation. The Dutch troops, through well-equipped and determined, faced an arduous task of navigating unfamiliar terrain, which added to the complexities of their campaign. Despite the delays and challenges posed by destroyed infrastructure, the Dutch force remained relentless in their pursuit Bojonegoro. Separated from their target by Bengawan Solo River, they constructed a temporary bridge to facilitate their advance. On 15 January 1949, they managed to cross river, setting the stage for an imminent offensive the following day. This crossing marked a critical point in the Dutch campaign, and they prepared to launch a decisive attack on Bojonegoro. The makeshift bridges symbolized the Dutch resolve and their ability to adapt to challenging circumstances, underscoring the high stakes and intense efforts of both sides in this protracted conflict. On 16 January 1949, at 1 p.m., Dutch troops entered and occupied the center of Bojonegoro. This marked the beginning of a fierce physical revolution within the region. The scorched earth strategy, while delaying the Dutch, could not completely halt their progress, leading to an intense and prolonged struggle. The story of Bojonegoro's scorched earth campaign during the Second Dutch military aggression is a testament to the resilience and determination of Indonesian people. Despite the challenge, the spirit of resistance remained unbroken, paving the way for the eventual independence of Indonesia.